quickly say hello, shall we?
Still there, people, and
Okay, forget it, but think about the small chair.
Where you going?
You might want to film this actually. You have to go on the certain sides of the road here. You must do, innit?
Yeah. Good luck.
How do I do this?
Nice.
He looks beautiful.
More fashionable.
Doesn't he look beautiful?
Thank you very much.
Special awards.
Oh, okay. Special awards, yeah.
Nice.
How do we get onto the... You guys basically covering the UK, so just find some nice bits and pieces to say. Mike's going to basically compare the whole thing. He's going to intro it, Naz is going to have a little bit, Glenn's going to have a little bit, you guys going to have a little bit.
it's like you can be a man, a family man, and be a businessman, and be within this company, because that's a big push for me now. I'm going to talk a little bit about like checking with each other. I'm going to reference you. I'm going to reference Brown. I'm going to reference like myself and how I rely on calling you as much as you would rely on calling me. Even though technically I'm your boss, but I'm not your boss. You're my friend.
This is the production team, yeah? Trying.
First time.
First time.
The event company.
Oh, well, we've got some red gels.
I don't know the surname who's going to
Oh, Jordan, do you want me to take the camera and film you?
No.
So you can get some bits?
No.
Quickest growth, largest growth, Oud Zuid. So you call up Owen and Sam, the main two people from South. Yeah. Yeah?
Hey, good to see you. How are you? Good. Welcome to the town, man. We're here outside Oud Zuid. Everyone from all around the world, MENSPIRE, here to enjoy an evening of celebration. So let me take a look inside, guys. Everyone in?
Testing. I'm going to kick off this evening by bringing on stage the gentleman. This wouldn't have happened without, we wouldn't be here in Amsterdam without this gentleman. He is Mr. Amsterdam, as everyone in MENSPIRE would know him as. Mr. Naz Meyer, please come onto the stage.
Hello. For the people that don't know me, I'm Naz Meyer. Started 2 years ago. Started 2 years ago, October 2020, with MENSPIRE Amsterdam. And now we have 4 salons with great group of barbers. So I'm proud of the team. They know, but I have to tell one more time that we did this all together in 2 years. And it's an amazing journey, and we're not finished yet. I'm proud to be part of this team, all MENSPIRE all over the world.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, Naz, about your journey. Talk to us, just give us a little bit of insight about how MENSPIRE Amsterdam came about. So there's a lot of new people in the company that may not know how MENSPIRE Amsterdam came about, and I personally think it's an amazing story. It was during a time where the world was in a negative place, but I think MENSPIRE being an incredibly positive brand, we made a negative time a very positive time, and MENSPIRE Amsterdam was part of that. So if you want to talk a bit about the journey and how we began MENSPIRE Amsterdam for the people that don't know.
Yeah, we started with after the first lockdown. We had in, what was it, February, March, I think so, the first one. So that year we started in October with MENSPIRE, but I didn't look at the, you can look at negativity two ways, also in a positive way, because there comes like locations free for less price than you normally pay. Like this location, it's still a high rent, but it's less that you normally have to pay. So if you get this kind of locations at the city center, we have the Pipe, there are locations you cannot get without the lockdown. So when I saw MENSPIRE, like I had Mr. Meyer, my own barbershop, and the barbers were telling me about MENSPIRE, and I was looking at it, and I was like, this is something different. So I can never be that MENSPIRE with that kind of barbers. It can never happen. So that's why I called like Sam to start MENSPIRE Amsterdam and to take it to another level for the customers here in Amsterdam with better haircuts.
So the first award of the night goes to the highest grossing stylist in MENSPIRE Europe.
Sander!
Together.
All right, the next award is for the most liked post from MENSPIRE Europe.
The post you all know, I think, everybody knows. McGregor, Owen Murphy.
Okay, the next award is for the best dressed member of staff amongst Europe and USA from MENSPIRE Portland. Please can we have Mr. Eddie Key? This award is a very special award. Is presented to an individual who, over the past year or so, has really persevered to be in the position he is in today, who has had a major impact on his environment, who has done all the steps necessary to reach his goals and work towards his goals. I personally am super proud of him. And I am also very sure that Ollie, Sam, Josh, Naz are also super proud of him. So Naz, can you please bring onto the stage for the most influential member of MENSPIRE Europe and America?
Charlie Bird.
Go!
For the next set of awards, I would like to introduce Mr. Glenn McGoldrick. He's a gentleman who joined our company back in 2016. Around 8 years ago. Glenn McGoldrick had officially joined MENSPIRE after joining our salon in St. Albans. He was the first person in the company who actually made a really big move. He, at the age of 18, moved his entire life over from Dublin and moved to St. Albans to chase his goals. He came with a clear goal in mind to level up his skill set and then take this amazing thing back to his hometown in Dublin. We're 5 years into MENSPIRE Dublin now, and over the course of 5 years, Glenn now proudly represents 4 salons and an academy in Dublin, which is absolutely unbelievable. Forgive me. 5 salons. 5 salons. I'm sorry.
First of all, guys, just like to welcome everyone here tonight. I think it's sick that I've watched this whole company grow from a team of 6-7 people in a tiny salon outside of North London, and it's nights like tonight where I'm just mind blown at how much progression we've made over the last 10 years as a brand. It's just crazy. So, guys, first of all, welcome to the MENSPIRE Awards 2023. Round of applause for. Yeah, I suppose. Look, it's been 5 years, and one thing that I set out to do when I opened my first salon 5 years ago was that I wanted to do one salon every single year that we're in business. Alhamdulillah, we're still on track for that. We've done a salon every single year to date, and I think we're going to continue to ramp that up. Really, I think I'm going to look to go to 2 or 3 a year from next year, inshallah. We'll see how that goes. But I suppose for me, bro, a couple of big standout moments. First one being that it actually happened. That this dream that I had when I was like 16, 17, I remember when me and Craig started trimming all the way back in the bedroom. You know, we literally started following Sam and Josh on Instagram, and it was clear that what the boys had done was revolutionary from day one. And when I actually think back to it, people were asking me, why are you moving to London to be a barber? Like what do you see in this brand? And back then, you know, Sam and Josh had maybe like 6, 7, 8K followers on Instagram. MENSPIRE brand was just kicking off. There wasn't really any real proof that what we had at MENSPIRE was gonna pop, but somehow everyone that was in that room back then, me, Ollie, Mahi, Sam, Josh, Charlie, there was a small team of like 6 or 7 of us, everyone knew that the brand was gonna pop. And here we are. It's crazy.
What things attributed most towards your success?
I suppose there's a couple of things that come to mind really. If I was to look back over the last 5 years and pick one thing that I now know that probably attributed to the success, it was having a pretty high tolerance for risk, I think. I think there was lots of times when I was so nervous about making a decision that would keep me up at night. I remember when we signed the lease for the second salon and academy, which is Phibsborough, I actually had no money to renovate the building. I remember asking Sam, I was thinking, should we do it? Should we take the step? And this is one thing that Sam always said to me. I even remember back when I was trying to save up my first lump of cash to open Angel Street. I was saying to Sam, how am I going to get my hands on 10 or 15 grand? And Sam said, just make the intention and it'll come. And somehow, you know, God always puts it in my place. But if I can give you guys any piece of advice, I would say to have a high risk appetite. If your goals literally don't frighten you, then they aren't big enough. And that's something for me that I've only probably realised in the last year or two, is that when I look back at all of the biggest moments that I've had at MENSPIRE Ireland, they've come out of massive times of fear, where I literally thought either I'm not going to make this happen, or it's going to crumble me, etc., etc. I think the counter to that is having a mindset where you're pretty resilient, really. I think if I was to look back at the last 5 years and see some of the things that happened, or see some of the potential risks that did happen, most of the time 90% of them didn't actually play out. So like all these fears that you have, or these imaginary kind of problems that you think are going to arise in the middle of a plan, sometimes they don't actually fruition. And there's been times where I've been stressed out about tiny situations, there's been times where I've been stressed out about massive situations. And I think, again, like this year for me was pretty pivotal, I think, on a mindset level, where I kind of figured out a few personal issues that were holding myself back from growing. And looking back at that, I think for me nowadays it's being resilient to the point where you only let, you know, the craziest of things bother you. I think at the end of the day, most problems are solvable, if not all of them. So the first award is the most influential team member. And this individual has been one of the longest standing people within the brand currently. And very, very, very quickly it was evident that this guy was serious. And he was the type of person that in the team took ownership over every single thing that he'd done. He was placed into a leadership role really early on in his career. At MENSPIRE Ireland currently, I think a lot of people look up to this man. So I want to proudly present the most influential team member award to At a pound. They set out to build an account of 10k followers and ended up with 6 or 7 multiples of that in a year, through hard work, discipline, consistency. So the most liked Instagram post goes to none other than Patrick Brown.
Well done, Pat.
We have got a video presentation, and then after that the models are going to be walking through on some music, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. One-to-one, just standing in the line. I started cutting hair about 6 years ago, but when I started cutting hair, I didn't even know about MENSPIRE. I just was cutting my friend's hair, wanting to build a bit of a community of I can cut my friend's hair. That was it. Then I started being a client of MENSPIRE Harpenden. I was lucky that my local barber shop was a MENSPIRE, which is really lucky because I feel sorry for people who don't have a MENSPIRE in their hometown. I just started turning up and helping out on a Saturday. I was still a school kid, and if you guys don't know, I'm 21 years old, and 2.5 years ago I was still studying my A-levels. And now I'm a senior stylist in Amsterdam, and I teach.
Come on!
I don't know about you guys, but I spend a lot of time with the people I work with. And I know a lot of people outside of this industry who complain about their colleagues, complain about their work. I love what I do with the people I do it with. Mr. Mayor, Naz. This man didn't just trust in me, but he invested in me to come out here because everyone must know about the Brexit situation. It was not easy me coming here. It was not easy in the industry that we're in to get a visa in this country. Naz had me come here as still pretty much a school kid, not really knowing, thinking I know how to act, just trying my best. I didn't get it right at all times. Sometimes I was late to work. Sometimes I let this man down. But through all of that, I went back to England. I tried my best with everything I did, with staff training, standing on stage at Barber Connect, and then I got a call from this man, an unexpected call, saying he wanted me back. He wanted to invest, he wanted to spend time. I have not just grown as a person through myself, through colleagues, but through this man who invested, trusted in me. I have someone who I have to not owe anything to, but he helped me, so I've got to help him. So thank you, Naz. Thank you.
MENSPIRE. What does that mean to you? It means a lot to me, that's for sure. We turn up to a building where we can all create something. We are all here to learn something. We are all here to create something, and we have the space where we can do that. This is how we build communities. This is how we build networks. Going to work with people who are more than just colleagues. Clean salons means clean work. Love what you do what you love. Creativity. Passion. Progression. This is MENSPIRE.
We are going to be presenting the MENSPIRE UK Awards next.
I speak to Sam every single day, whether it be about parenthood, work, business, shops, clients, people. And I think that's something that we all need to really remember every single time that we step into work. We're blessed, really. You know, we've got people around us that care about us, people around us that want to help us and guide us, and it doesn't need to always be about haircutting. You know, these events can be sometimes very, very hair related, and I feel like tonight, you know, we've had a good taste of hair. But what we're all really witnessing and hearing and talking about is the culture that the boys, myself, everyone in this room has created.
Again, like what Ollie said, I think, you know, following on from what we've just seen from Charlie there, you know, is something to follow. He covered a lot, and again, you know, as one of the kind of creative members in the academy and what have you, I just want to say, like, you know, Josh unfortunately, you know, got chucked off of his flight. His flight got evacuated. But I've never heard of anything like that, by the way. Absolutely extraordinary. But if he was here, I know that he'd be for sure looking at what Charlie's done, just like I am and we all are. Oh, he's there. Hello, Josh. And just kind of, you know, thinking how proud we are of that. These events, they for sure make you see like the bigger picture. Like, this is literally right now, guys. This is like Instagram in real life. I'm like, I felt so nervous walking in earlier, and it's mad. I stand on stage sometimes in front of, you know, 300 people, and I'm a lot more nervous talking to these guys because, you know, all of you guys, a lot of the time we're just seeing on social media, but to actually kind of be within your presence and be within your company and really truly see what we're all part of is, again, it's just very, very inspiring. It's about the bigger picture.
First award that we are going to be giving out, this is obviously on behalf of all the MENSPIRE UK teams, etc. It's for the largest growth salon. It's a place that I've been fortunate enough to spend some time in. An amazing team, a fantastic leader, and a fantastic, you know, for me, I talk a lot about when we're recruiting, Sam and I obviously do a lot of the recruitment, I talk about building from the youngest member of the staff up, which will kind of, you know, project our senior members further and further. You know, it can be tricky sometimes bringing in senior members of the team. You know, it can ruffle feathers, etc. And sometimes, you know, our beginners course has been a fantastic example of that. People coming in from a younger age and progressing the rest of the team. Fantastic example of that in this salon. Largest growth, MENSPIRE Leicester. Woo! This is a brilliant one. It's another consistency and loyalty award. This person, someone I work with very closely, very regularly, someone who has come into the company from a young age, has shown every single sign that they're going to be a humongous success. Also, I mean, we did it last year, so it'd be fun to do it again, and it couldn't mean more to me or to him to make him a senior stylist from tonight. Oliver Elvin. Young blood.
This next award is an award I personally requested to present. This gentleman, he joined the brand as a beginner. He moved over from abroad to better his career. He was already a hairdresser, but he wanted to start from scratch. So he came on the MENSPIRE's beginners course. He'd done the 3-month course. And coming out of the 3-month course, he was given a job at our MENSPIRE St. Albans salon. And in the space of approximately 12 to 14 months, he has pretty much gone from a graduate stylist to one of the busiest senior stylists in the entire company, which is quite extraordinary when you think about it. Not only is he amazing at cutting hair and running an incredible column, but he is genuinely a really, really, really nice person and a asset in this company. So I would like to bring to the stage Mr. Ahmed Al-Fahmi. This award is also worthy of a nice gift. So this is from Josh. Well done, Ahmed.
3, 2,
Mog.
The important thing, he is MENSPIRE's biggest breakthrough, Callum Knizzey.
Did you guys spot him then?
Yes, Cal.
Thank you. Well done, Cal.
You know, it's an interesting one. It's a great story, to be fair. People that have been clients of the brand for a long time, people that have been friends of myself, Sam, Josh, a few of the other lads from the company. But people that have spoken to us, told us what they were going to do, come in, done it. Director's choice, Britton Brothers, Mr. Ollie Britton. So.
And moving swiftly on, the same award once again, Director's Choice. Another set of brothers that have done a huge amount for the brand over the last couple of years. As Glenn mentioned, we've not actually been able to do a MENSPIRE Awards for the last 3 years now. Last year we did like an 8-year celebration, and the 2 years before that, because of COVID, we couldn't do anything. So this is kind of going back a couple of years to a point when COVID came, when we were in lockdown. We had a lot of support from these guys, and I will remember it forever because it was a very, very testing time. And with these guys, they really did offer a real strong backbone to the company, and really did allow us to excel and come out of COVID a lot stronger. So Hanan and Aman, the Mallet brothers.
Sorry, man.
The next gentleman hasn't won anything by data, but again has really, really shown up on our radar, especially over the last year or so. He's been working hard away in his salon, building a team, which started from scratch to now is a very, very busy, strong, credible business. We've been talking over the last 6 months, trying to work out our next step, our next salon, which we're sort of getting closer towards that. Meanwhile, he's going to continue sort of growing his team, growing his education platform, and just growing himself. So, Luca, let me
come on.
Another gentleman, very similar story, has just been plugging away, working really, really hard in his salon, building his team, building what seems to be something really, really special. I was over there a few months ago, and myself and Josh really sort of went to the side and said, wow, what this guy has built here truly is MENSPIRE, and it's amazing because it's the shop furthest away from our original MENSPIRE. So to see that he's built that sort of community, that culture, that feeling, that vibe, that team, that truly is a perfect MENSPIRE. Big up Carl Tate, USA.
Josh should certainly be giving these 2 awards out, but again, he's not here. I'll do it on his behalf. But again, this is for 2 people. 2 people when I was talking about the culture, and 2 people that I speak to very, very regularly about things that are maybe kind of work-related, but not so much. The 2 Educators of the Year, Mr. Patrick Brown, Mr. Sean Moore.
Okay, next up is Director of the Year. This has been based on a very, very hard-working mindset, a very consistent course of action. The man, since we sent him on his way 5 years ago, he's been non-stop creating innovation in his hometown of Dublin. You've heard it all before, we've spoken about him, I don't want to inflate his ego too much more, but he's got 5 or 6 salons, an academy, and a booking system, and loads of bare space, loads of other stuff going on. He's just had a baby boy, a Goldrick.
Come on! Open it!
Just want to plane drop back to it. Oh wow, yes, Josh. Okay.
What's that?
Wow, yes, Josh.
Ooh.
Yes,
Another special achievement on behalf of myself and Josh, a man that really has impacted the brand, maybe more so than anyone else. He has basically brought the brand to life. We feel like we've been doing beautiful work for sort of a decade or so, even longer. But before this man sort of was introduced and was really be able to kind of shed some light and really kind of expose who we were as a brand and to be able to sort of capture it and put it online for the world to see. So a special achievement and a massive thank you from everyone at MENSPIRE for Jordan Doyle for making MENSPIRE. Come on, Jordan!
But this gentleman, not only in my life, but I'm pretty sure he's impacted every single person in here in some way or another. He, not only is it to do with business or haircutting, like I know I can call this guy for whatever. If I ever need advice, I can call this guy. He's always there for me, always has been since I was literally a little kid, bro. 15, 16 years old, he has been there. I look up to him. He is an incredible person, and I genuinely believe he's one of the most influential people in this entire company. in the entire industry. So, Ollie Morehouse, thank you very much for all of your work, man. Appreciate it so much.
Just before we finish up, such a beautiful evening that I hope you've all really enjoyed. It has been truly special, and it'll be something that when I get back to my hotel tonight, I'll be thinking about how special this is, because I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be in Ollie Morehouse and get teary-eyed. It means the world to us, it means the world to me, it means the world to Josh, that you've all come and given your time and your money and your efforts to come and spend it together with his family, from people from America, people from Italy, people from all over the place. I could list, the list goes on. So thank you so much, guys. I just want to do a couple more shout-outs. But before I actually do this, I also want to make some noise for someone who unfortunately is not here that deserves to get, I think, the most amount of noise ever, that he's watching us right now. Yeah. We all play huge factors towards this amazing brand, but really and truly this man does lead it, and he leads the industry, and Josh DeMonica.
Yes!
Louder, 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 louder!